This video demonstrates how myON integrates with Canvas and how a column in the gradebook can be created to record student progress monitoring grades from myON completed lessons. The Canvas integration using the myON LTI allows teachers and students to click on the link to myON from within the Canvas course navigation on the left-hand side of the Canvas screen. So right here on the left, you can see the myON link. If the myON link is not there, or you see an eyeball with a line crossed out, you can select Settings to ensure that the myON link is visible to students. So again, if you do not have myON on the left-hand side of your screen, or there's an eyeball with a line crossed out, we need to adjust the settings to make it visible for students. When you select Settings, you want to make sure you select the Navigation tab. From here, if it is hidden from students, you would want to click from the bottom and drag up to the top where it is then visible for students within the course navigation. Once you have made that myON link visible for students, be sure that you scroll to the bottom and click Save to save those changes. Now that I have ensured that the myON link is visible to students within the course navigation, I'm going to select myON on the left-hand side of my screen. After you are within myON, all the features of myON should work as they would otherwise, including projects or access to myON books. Canvas integrates with myON as an external app which provides access to myON's platform using a link within Canvas without having to log in another time. It is important to note that there is not an additional integration with any of the gradebook features. Now that we have talked about how students and teachers will access myON, let's talk about how we can create an assignment using myON and add those grades into the Canvas gradebook. In order to add a column to your Canvas gradebook, you will first need to create an assignment. When creating your assignment, you can add directions and step-by-step navigation tips inside of your rich content editor. So you can see here I have provided text directions as well as screenshots. So the students can access myON again from the course navigation link, or they can access it from below the directions, which I'm going to show you how to do that here in just a second. Then I've provided all of the directions to the students about what the task is that they need to accomplish. As I continue to scroll down, below my Rich Content Editor box, I have some options to edit the assignment. I can choose the number of points, the assignment group. I can choose how the grade will be displayed in the gradebook. So I can do percentage, complete, incomplete, point value, a letter grade, or I can leave it ungraded. Then I can choose the submission type. You could leave it as no submission if you would like. That means that the students are not physically submitting any evidence of learning into Canvas. They would be doing it through the third-party site of myON. Another option is if you want to actually embed the myON page right underneath your directions, you can choose External Tool. When you select External Tool, you need to enter or find that External Tool URL. So I'm going to select the Find button. From here, I'm going to scroll down to find myON. They are in alphabetical order, so I'm going to scroll down to the letter M, and here is myON. Once selected, I'm then going to select the blue button to select, and here it has added the External Tool URL for myON. You can choose if you would like to load this tool in a new tab, but I want everything to be in one place to make it easier for my students, so for myON, I'm going to leave this unchecked. You can also choose how many submission types you would like to allow, and you can assign it to particular groups of students or your entire class. Once I have edited all of these settings for my assignment, I'm going to select Save. Make sure that you are selecting Save as it is not auto-saved. From here, I can view the student page of what it would look like for my students. So I would scroll down and see all of my directions, and then below that, right here is the myON page built in already, so the students can access directly what they need to access. Again, if you do not choose external URL under submission type, this will not be here. So it's up to you if you want to select external tool under the submission type and then select myON to where it embeds on the page, or if you select no submission, then it still creates that column in the gradebook, but students can access by clicking on the myON link on the course navigation page. To view that column in the gradebook, you would simply click on the grades link on the course navigation on the left-hand side of your screen. From here, you will be able to see the column in the gradebook that allows you to enter the grades into that column. Now make sure that your assignment is published so it's visible to students. Once it is published, you can then add in your grades from the completed assignments in myON. So remember, there's not the additional integration with any of the gradebook features besides creating a column in the gradebook through assignments, and then you'll manually need to enter your grades after grading those myON projects or assignments inside of myON.